Hey sports fans, what's going on? It's Friday. The week's got a real Christmas feel to it. I'm inspecting knives, as usual, in my lounge office. I got my James Doolittle frame up there. I'll show it to you guys. You guys like this kind of stuff? I like this. Those of you who've been here know my whole office is full of this kind of stuff. Hey, Ron. Let me get this adjusted. So, couple things going on. Oh my God, this is a nice knife. I just love these. I love knives. I don't know. I guess I'm in the right business. Because I like knives so much. I like mechanical things. So two things. First of all, did you guys see the Hanks? I'm not really a Hank dude, but it's Hallie's Handmade Hanks. Now, I've kind of renamed her H3 because I think it's a little cooler. But I wanted to show you guys these if you didn't see them yesterday. I was kind of excited yesterday, and I said her name a little bit wrong. And hey, Clifford. Hey, Misha. I felt bad. I said her last name. Anyways, she's with her. I guess with her mom. I guess she was with her mom and her sister or something. And then, of course, I dropped the F-bomb and say all kinds of stuff. And she's with her mom, who's probably older. And then she tells me, and then I was like, oh my God, I go, I just can't even help myself. I say fuck all the time. I'm like, I did it again. Sorry. So, I don't know what the deal with this is, guys. Like these Hanks. So this is the black one with the dragon, and this black. It's hard for me to describe. It's almost like printed gold on black material on the back. It's really sexy, and then of course she went through and we sacrificed a lot of fabric to get the dragon with the pearl on every single one, and then of course the label. I don't know if you guys saw that label. This is Medford Knife and Tool by H3. And that's a gold bullion label that we had sewn in Germany. So I thought that was cool. And then this is my favorite. This one with the gold rim on it. And then this very Japanese, it looks like Hosukai or one of the famous Japanese screenshots from maybe the Tale of Genji. Anyways, this thing is so cool. And the dragon on a black background with this, and this is again like a gold fabric. It's really, I mean, this is enough right here. It looks like a dress kimono, and then the dragon. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm not a Hank guy. I would never in a million years buy a Hank, and I think they're super cool. I want to have them laying out on the table to lay the knives on as I'm doing knife shows and stuff. I just think they're beautiful. They're actually beautiful. Just double mitered corner seamstress stitching. I mean, they're just beautiful. Man. Now, I haven't seen these, so maybe these are schmedium, but I think they're fucking lovely, and I'm a snob about stuff. So that's Hanks, Skanks, and Smart Cars. Okay, so yesterday, I forgot to mention this, but do you ever have one of these moments where something just strikes you funny? Like, I'll tell you, about 5 years ago, my dad and I are driving along together, and we see this bumper sticker. And it's, we're not really bumper sticker people. People that are bumper sticker folks, they're like selfie folks. I do this for the business. This doesn't get my rocks off. I actually like being pretty private. Everybody around here knows I'm pretty private, but this is part of my company and part of my, oh, look at this. Look at this sexy thing. Little Frank Lloyd Wright stained glass on a slim midi. Oh my God. See, I would have killed for a knife like this. I could never afford a knife like this. So anyway, I think people that do bumper stickers, bumpers are like the selfies of the 1970s. Like, look at me, I'm gonna virtue signal, or I'm gonna some kind of signal thing. Anyways, whatever, bumper stickers. That's cool. Maybe some of you are bumper stickerites. So, over travel on lockup. Oh no, this is lovely. God, what a nice knife. So, my dad and I see this bumper sticker on the car, and it's a black bumper sticker with white square printing, and it just says, "What the fuck is wrong with you people?" And you know, my dad and I are sitting there, and we're kind of critics of humanity. And we just both couldn't stop chuckling. We just couldn't stop laughing. Just what the fuck is wrong with you people? We're just laughing our asses off. So yesterday, I'm driving along, and you know, the knives are cool, and I love making knives. And customers can be cool the majority of the time. But if you deal with hundreds and thousands of customers, you will end up running into a certain amount of people that just, there's a toll you have to pay to do business. There's a soul tax. Let me write this one down. Too stiff. So I had paid some toll tax yesterday. Soul tax. And I was on the way to get some lunch, and it was me and my F-250, and there were some big it's Arizona, a bunch of big pickup trucks around. And then there was a big rig and a dump truck, just all these big vehicles, and I was kind of like, wow, look at all these big truck, America, you know? Just got one of these weird reflective moments, and then I see in the middle of this pack a smart car. Now, have you ever seen where they do those, maybe it's like a meme or 20 pictures of humans that look like they're pets on Facebook or social media or whatever? Okay, so this was a human that looked like their car. So first of all, a smart car is anything but smart. It shows an abhorrent lack of intelligence. It's the dumbest fucking vehicle ever. There are dumber vehicles, but they're so dumb they're funny. The smart car is the dumbest vehicle ever. I say this with little concern and great confidence it shall not affect my customer base, because man who buys $1,500 pocket knife does not buy a fucking smart car, which is like saying, it's like a girl who says I'm pretty who ain't. The smart car is anything but smart. So anyways, and I like human beings of all kinds. I'm not a blonde or a brunette kind of guy. I probably am we'll see. Yeah. Oh, here we go. We'll have a little debrief. How'd he do today?
Good.
Yeah? You guys want to keep him around?
Yeah, good. He's keeping out the doubles and stuff like that, so he's catching on pretty quick.
Let me see what you got. New grinder here. We're doing a little feedback. Is that the one that I was doing?
No,
that's a pass I did on it.
Oh, I was sitting there going, oh, what the fuck? That's a grinder. Okay, so.
But the other side he did.
Okay. And that's the one I ground on. Is that the one I ground on?
no, I think yours was the third one I did. One of those sides.
Okay.
I grounded on top of it, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I think you can be a knife maker if you want to be. Do you want to be?
Yeah.
All right. Are you burned out? Are you toast for the day, or do you want to keep working?
I can keep working.
Because it's learning right now, so it's not productive. So if you feel like your cup runneth over, it's okay to pause and come back Monday and get cranking. What do you think?
Okay, I can do one more.
All right, do one more, and then you go into Gina and punch. Go in and clock out with her, okay?
Okay.
You know who Gina is, right?
Is she the one?
I'll show you
through
who
the
she
front?
is one more.
Yep. So you poke your nose in with her and check out, and then Monday, let's have you in on the normal 7 to 3:30 schedule Monday through Friday, so you get to work with everybody all week long.
Okay.
And then once your chops are up and you're like a mid-level grinder, we'll get you on the 410 schedule if we're still doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Yep. Thanks.
sounds like welcome aboard. I'll have some paperwork for you on Monday, and we'll sit down and write down a job offer. But it's just like I sketched out on your interview with me. I put at the top of your information all the pay raise schedule and all that stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, welcome aboard. Awesome.
Thanks.
See you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you.
The Medford University shirt is happening. So we went through a couple iterations of it, didn't like it. I tried out about 20 polo shirts. I couldn't get everybody to kind of decide they liked one. I said, we're going to send these shirts out. They're super expensive. Half the guys aren't even going to wear the fucking things. So let's do a shirt everybody will wear. So we're doing a black t-shirt of the coolest brushed cotton variety. It's got a cool logo on the front, a cool 1970s graphic down the back. And then I'm right now looking at doing a really cool fighting centurion graphic on the front with a Praetorian in his hand. So that's kind of what's going on. Anyway, back to the car. So I'm driving down the road, where I have all these big vehicles. I see this smart car. I think of this bumper sticker my dad and I saw years ago. I think of the memes where you see the owner that looks like the dog looks like the owner. They look like they go together. And I see a smart car. And in the smart car is a gal. And her forehead, from the side, it was the same angle as the windshield on the car. And her nose and chin, and then her chin didn't stop. It just turned into her neck and the front of her. And then the back of her didn't come down and like tuck in like this. Like, I'm going to get a little skinnier still, about 20 more pounds. Because I hit 200 pounds today. I told myself I was going to buy myself a motorcycle when I break 200 pounds, when I'm back down in the 100s. So today I was 200 pounds and 6 ounces. I'm that close. I tried to crap as much as I could out. It was all I couldn't get any more pee out. I was spitting. It was like weighing in for a fight. So the back of her is kind of the same angle as the car. And I was thinking of that meme with the dogs and the owners who looked like each other. She looked just like her smart car. And I couldn't stop laughing. I fucking laughed for an hour. Every time I thought about it, I just started chuckling. Okay, so we covered Hanks, Skanks, and smart cars. On to the Joe Rogan thing. So I have been bumped at least 100 times, guys, saying, dude, you should talk with Joe Rogan. Dude, you talk like somebody who would get into it with Joe Rogan and you guys would have a bunch of fun meeting each other. Besides a huge martial arts background that we share in common, besides the fact he likes hunting, I'm not like a weed guy, but maybe he's a whiskey guy. Greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. USA. Oh, thanks. Merry Christmas, Marco. So, if anybody out there knows Joe Rogan or knows a buddy who does or has some kind of connection, it would seem like we're a good connect. It would seem like we could talk geopolitics, epistemology, man's search for meaning, kind of existential things, as well as chucking a knuckle, as well as general man topics, as well as probably crank on some bourbon or scotch, and then he probably would dig what we do. So I know when you're in entertainment, I was always trying to find the next thing I could do that would be entertaining for people when I was doing entertainment. What could I do to put on a better show? He's probably always looking for interesting people to engage with on his show. He's probably always looking for folks who do stuff that's interesting. So he might dig what we do. And if you think so, those of you, I've never watched the podcast, but if anybody thinks that, I guess there's this guy, Jocko, and him, everyone's like, you should be doing something with Jocko and Joe. And the truth is, those guys are hot and they don't need me, but they might need subject matter for an hour, or might want something interesting to talk about. So if anybody knows somebody who's kind of connected, I'd love to blog or pod smack or whatever the fuck those guys do. I guess it'd be kind of fun. The only Joe Rogan I've ever seen besides the UFC and whatever is he had Jordan Peterson, who's one of my favorite modern neuro philosopher, worldview, Socratic argument kind of guys. Anyways, that was it. Other than that, we've got a lot of cool swag that's available for Christmas time. Not the least of which are these super cool hats. We got some super cool shirts. You guys have seen these super cool bottle openers. You guys have seen, of course, the exceedingly cool knives that we make. It's Friday. I'm going to give everybody a high hearty hello and greetings and salutations out on the factory today. Wish them all well. It's Christmas party season, so I'm hoping these guys will call me up if they get drunk and not get a DUI. And I'll come pick them up kind of like a dad. Like no matter what, no matter when, no matter where. Give me a buzz. Don't get in trouble. For that matter, any of you out there, remember, it's amateurs. It's the month of amateurs. I got my DUI years ago, day before Christmas, after a Christmas party. My buddy George Daniolos, he was plugging in the charger for his cell phone, and I was driving a Mazda Miata, and he reached over onto my side of the console to plug the charger in because I was driving after a martini or two, and a cigarette, his cigarette dropped on the floor. I mean, can you imagine me driving a Miata and then hanging out with people who smoke? He drops the cigarette down. I'd had 1 or 2 martinis down at this place called Devil House, and we leave, and little swerve, woo! I was like, you're kidding me. What's up, baby? What's up, Joe? I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, 12:10.
He's live.
Is it 12:10?
It's past that, actually.
I'm live. You want to come in and say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Is it 12:10 or 12:12?
yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go. All right, you guys. Well, that wraps the video up for the day. We got some cool stuff headed out. Amy, any announcements everyone should know about? Did you just rabbit ear me?
We still have a couple spots available for Centurion, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just, the only reason I brought it up is I was just,
just fucking
again?
yeah. I'll deal with that when I get back. Top lash still. When I have a note and a knife goes back for the note, and then I get it back for the same thing.
Yeah, you know what my comment is right now?
Yeah. Besides I'm dashing. I'm looking.
Besides how hot you are.
Ah!
And these cool things right here.
You know, I just saw Dwayne Dwyer. His wife posted a picture of herself in like a kind of like a Barbarella caveman bikini with some side titty.
Really?
Do you have one of those?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think I could fill it out enough.
Go. What are you gonna say? Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know. Just stole my thunder.
Sorry. What do you mean it's my thunder? I'm doing my video.
I was gonna say, I've never been so busy ever. It's been a good season.
Yeah, it's really busy. Really busy. Very blessed. Very blessed.
Yeah, we're thankful for everybody out there that's doing what they're doing with us.
Yeah, thanks to all you guys. So, we got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of cool things happening, and if you guys get a chance, feel free to reach out, shout out. We pulled down the knife giveaway for leads and contacts of resellers. We just had to gather we got so much information, my jaw dropped. I was like, what? Never heard of that place. What? We went through, about half of them are on our list and they're folks we're talking to, and the other half were like, oh, how do we not know that? So it was awesome and productive. And now I've got to take Jeff to lunch and go talk some business, stuff going on. So Greg Medford, Medford Knife, I'm out!